Hey guys, Eddie here. This is week 9 of TPL, and this week I'm up against my divisional opponent, the Amazing AlaQzams. I figured since it's my divisional opponent, I would do something a bit different, something a bit cute, and do a little team preview for you guys. So let's just go ahead and dive right into it. So if you compare our teams side by side, I think you can see who has the slight advantage here, and it would be the Amazing AlaQzams. They have a really great team with a lot of synergy. I think they're very underrated, and I'm a firm believer that they're going to be the ones who make it to playoffs. And the reason why is because their team is just so great. They have that defensive Skarmory, they have that special defensive Chansey, so you already have that good balanced core right there. And then not only that, they also have the Indeedee and the AlaQzam, whose synergy is just insane. And then the last three mons, Flareon, I haven't had much experience with playing against, but I do know that it can be pretty threatening sometimes. Sirfetch'd just hits like a truck, in my opinion. I think it's the biggest threat for me this week. And lastly is that Seismitoad. And in my opinion, Seismitoad is just so hard to prep for because it's such a balanced mon. I don't know if it's going to be physical or special or supportive or a mixed type of set, so I have no idea what he's going to do with it. And yeah, his team is just really, really great. It's really, really scary, but I'm super hyped to play against it. So let's go ahead and dive straight into my team. I've decided that Zoro would be my lead during this match, and the reason why is because he pretty much has an answer to almost every Pokemon on his team. Knockoff, can one-hit KO the Indeedee and the AlaQzam, and I am burning Focus Sash in case I get outsped, which should be rare. The only thing that should outspeed me is the AlaQzam and any other Pokemon if it has a Choice Scarf. I have a feeling that he will be leading with the Skarmory to set up hazards as quickly as possible, and if he does, I do have that Flamethrower, which should be able to hit KO the Skarmory. And since Slurpuff will be my 6th Pokemon, Zoro will be disguised as Slurpuff, and if I get a Flamethrower off, hopefully he won't suspect that it's Zoro and he'll think it's Slurpuff, but that's just just crossing my fingers here. Third move, I have Grass Knot. Grass Knot can one-hit KO the Seismitoad in case he decides to lead with the Seismitoad to set up Stealth Rocks that way. And lastly, I have Counter. So if he does, by some weird reason, decide to lead with Sirfetch'd or Flareon, I'll just use Counter and basically just sack off my Zoro to get that one kill on the Sirfetch'd or the Flareon, because if I can get Sirfetch'd or Flareon out of the way, that would be great, because that physical monster of a bird is really terrifying to me. Next off, I have my little favorite Meowstic that no one is ever going to steal from me. I'm not going to lie, Meowstic is pretty useless this week. The reason why is because Prankster doesn't really work under a Psychic terrain. So I'm just running your typical screen set, Reflect, Light Screen. I'm running Expanding Force just for stab and for funsies because it's a new move. And Energy Ball just for coverage in case, I'm up against the Seismitoad. It's a very defensive EV spread this week with the Colbur Berry. So basically what Meowstic is going to be this week is just going to be a pivot in case I have to in case he decides to bring in Sirfetch'd and I need to pivot into something, it's going to be my little Meowstic. So I should be able to take a hit or two, maybe I can get up some screens, and yeah. I was speaking to Lincoln the other day, and he actually recommended that I bring in female Meowstic, but I just love my male Meowstic so much. I've never played with the female Meowstic. Maybe in the near future we'll do something with the female Meowstic, but not this week. Next up, I have my favorite little essential worker during this pandemic, Miss Blissey. Low-key a little bit salty with her because she's been giving me a hard time these past few weeks. She do be missing with those toxics. So hopefully she doesn't do that this week. I'm really going to need her to be that special defensive sponge against his AlaQzam and his Indeedee. So yeah, hopefully she does what I say this week and I won't be mad with her anymore. Next up, I have my little try-hard Frosty. He never fails me. He is, just your typical Choice Scarf Gorilla Tactics set. I have the Icicle Crash for Stab, Zen Headbutt for the Surfetched, Earthquake just by the off chance that he decides to bring in that Flareon because I don't really have an answer for it. So, Earthquake is just safe to have. Well, maybe not 100% safe because he does have a flying type on his team. So maybe like 90% safe, but yeah, he's just, you just click A, he hits hard, and hopefully you get a win. Next up, I have Lucky, the Unpheasant, which is a little funny. Originally, I had Clawritzer on my team, and then I realized that his Seismitoad could potentially fucking have Water Absorb, and not only that, he has Chansey. So what is a special attacking Clawritzer supposed to do? Not much. So I was looking through the free agency list, and I decided I could really benefit from a Defogger or a Rapid Spinner, and the only two good Defoggers left were Noctowl and Unpheasant. And Mario, who's another member of this league, for some reason he loves this bird, and he has said really good things about it, so I decided to, why not? Let's try it out. Let's see what it can do. If I can get off a defog or two or get a KO with a critical super luck Brave Bird, that would be great, but I'm not expecting much from Unpheasant. I am running Heat Wave on it just by the off chance that I have a matchup with Skarmory, bird versus bird, and I feel like he won't be expecting a special attack Heat Wave from an Unpheasant, and maybe I'll get a burn, maybe I'll get a critical hit, who knows? So let's see what this bird can do. And lastly, I have the villain of the season, Slurpuff, my little tiramisu. Unfortunately, I don't think Slurpuff is going to do much this week either. Since he has that Chansey on his side, I don't really have a good opportunity to set up. Even with a Belly Drum, he does have that Skarmory, and Skarmory would still be able to take a hit or two from a +6 Slurpuff. So I figured, I would just run a basic special attacking set, Dazzling Game for coverage, Energy Ball for Seismitoad, and Flamethrower for that Skarmory. I'm also running Sticky Web as my 4th slot. I'm not expecting to get it set up, but if I do, that would be really great because that would allow me to outspeed his AlaQzam and a potential, Choice Scarf user. So, hopefully Slurpuff puts in some work this week. I'm definitely rooting for her, even though everybody in the league hates her, but haters gonna hate. But yeah, that's my team this week. And without further ado, let's get into the match. Alright, here we go. I've had like 3 glasses of wine, so my heart is racing. I hope that doesn't affect my decision-making skills. Okay, let's see what he brought. He didn't bring the Flareon, which is good, because I didn't have an answer for that. So he brought everything I expected him to bring. So I'm dead set on leading with Zoro, since he has an answer for pretty much almost everything on his team. And then the question is what his disguise is going to be, and I decided that he will be disguised as Slurpuff, since they share a somewhat similar moveset. So hopefully my planning pulls through. Obviously I would love to get this win, but he has been doing pretty amazing recently, and I would be more than happy if he's the one who represents our division in playoffs, but that doesn't mean that I'm gonna go easy. So here's to the both of us. Alright, good luck, man. I'm expecting a Skarmory lead. I'm expecting Skarmory or Seismitoad. Let's see what he leads with. He leads with the Indeedee. Interesting. Okay. Is it Choice Scarfed or is it Train Extender? Let's find out. How do we find out? Okay. Calm down, Eddie. Calm down. How do we find out? We press Y, click A. It is not Train Extender, so that has me thinking he's either Choice Scarfed or Focus Sashed. So I think here we're just going to go for a knockoff and cross our fingers. He's not Choice Scarfed. Okay. Work. Awesome. Cool. Okay. Oh, he was Train Extender. Huh. That's weird. It said it was 5 turns of Psychic Train, not 8. Anyways, he brings out the AlaQzam, which is okay with me. I am Focus Sashed. He probably knows that I'm Zoro now, so he's gonna probably go for a Focus Blast or a Dazzling Gleam, but that's totally okay. I am Focus Sashed. Hopefully this gets it out. Wait, does he know I'm not Zoro? Boy, you have to know I'm Zoro. What are you thinking? Okay, he's also Focus Sashed, but that's okay. I think here I'm just gonna go for a Flamethrower in case he decides to pivot for some weird reason. Well, actually we'll just go for another knockoff. He had to know that. Boy, Slurpuff doesn't know knockoff? Come on. Okay, there you go. That's what I was expecting. I feel like that was a big misplay on his end, but he still has a chance to recover from that. So I'm not feeling comfortable at all right now. Comfortable at all by any means. I'm just, capitalized on his misplay. Now I'm expecting Skarmory or Seismitoad. Maybe the Surfetched. Brings out the Seismitoad. Okay. A Grass Knot should be able to take it out unless he Dynamaxes it. I did do the damage calcs, and I know Grass Knot can one-shot it. Hopefully he doesn't Dynamax, but we'll see. Okay, come on Zoro. Things are looking really good for me so far. Oh my gosh, okay. Sorry, calm down Eddie. Don't get overhyped. Things can change at any minute. He brings out their Surfetched. Okay. What to do? He's probably gonna go for a close combat. He can't first impression me because the Psychic Terrain is up. So I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna pivot into Meowstic and set up a Reflect. Yes, that is what I'm going to do. This is a defensive Meowstic, and it should definitely take a close combat, 2 of them, and it should definitely survive a knockoff because of the Colbur Berry. Oh, but he does Dynamax. Come on, Meowstic, I believe in you. Come on, Meowstic, take it. I'm not gonna lie, Surfetched was like the biggest threat in my opinion. So the fact that it's the one that Dynamaxes is a little scary. Oh, and he's gonna boost his speed. Awesome. Okay. Let's just set up a Reflect. Maybe I should have gone for an Expanding Force. No, I think Reflect was the play here. Reflect was definitely the play. He's boosting his speed. Oh, is Psychic Train still up? Okay, awesome. Work. Okay, we're just gonna go for an Expanding Force. I don't want to Dynamax yet. But this is really scary because he has the potential to sweep now. He's boosting his attack. He boosted his speed by twice. This is really, really scary. Come on, Meowstic, come on. Okay. I don't think I outspeed now that he has the +2. Who does he have left on his team? Is it worth setting up a Reflect? I don't think it is. I think Mailstick just has to go down here. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, child. Sorry. Yeah, that's what I expected. But I do have the Reflect up. I do have the Reflect up. So I think... on Pheasant or Slurpuff? That is the question. I think Slurpuff is more defensive than on Pheasant, and I think I'm gonna Dynamax to set up a Misty Terrain, and then that way he isn't able to inflict any status moves on me in case he decides to pivot into Chansey. So I think that's the smart play right here. Ugh, the Sirfetch'd is so scary. I wonder if he's choice banded. He might be stuck into that close combat now. Come on, villain of the season. Sorry, if I sound overhyped, it's because of the wine. Okay, that has me thinking he is choice banded. Now my Unburden activates, thank you very much. Now all that's left is that defensive core of Skarmory and Chansey. But I do have the Misty Terrain up, so that does give me a slight advantage against Chansey. But he brings out the Skarmory. Okay. I do have Flamethrower though, so I'm just gonna go for that. I'm expecting an Iron Head. I don't think he would set up Stealth Rocks this late in the game, especially since he only has 2 Pokemon left. He goes for the Iron Defense. Okay. And let's just go for a stab. Might switch into the Chansey here. That's what I would do at least, but I don't know what's going on in his head. Yeah, that misplay in the beginning really got him. I mean, it's good for me, but I feel kind of bad. I feel like he should have caught that Slurpuff doesn't know knockoff, and that should have, you know, changed his decision making a bit, but I guess I'll just reap the benefits from that. Obviously Slurpuff ain't gonna do shit here, so I'm just gonna pivot into... Nah, Blissey. He can't paralyze or toxic me, so I'm just gonna pivot into Frosty. Yeah, thanks Misty Terrain. Okay, we're just gonna go for a stab. I guess maybe I should have pivoted into Zoro, that way I couldn't get a knockoff, but I'm kind of afraid of that Seismic Toss, if I'm being honest. Oh, okay, was that a crit? Oh, it wasn't! Okay, well, there you have it, folks. GG to my opponent. I'm really sorry about your misplay on your end, but we will be having a rematch later this season, and I'm definitely looking forward to it. Thanks you guys for watching.